Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about the 22 different types of Rec Room players, from the 4-year-olds who really shouldn't be in VR, to the people who play 6 hours of paintball a day and really need to get a life outside the game. If you find this video entertaining, then definitely consider using code TARA in Rec Room or hitting the support button on my profile in-game. It's free for you, so really you have nothing to lose. Alright, let's kick things off with number 1, the big spender. Everyone knows someone who spends all their Rec Room tokens on every single clothing item, even if it looks like it was made by a blindfolded koala. They're always broke, begging their parents for more funds in the background when you're hanging out, and yet they can't resist the urge to splurge on the most expensive things in the game. You wonder how they'll survive in real life once they discover credit cards and online shopping. They'll be drowning in debt with a closet full of clothes they've never worn, including several dozen pairs of hideous Yeezy shoes. But for now, it's just Rec Room, and they'll have to deal with the consequences of their bad financial decisions. Maybe one day they'll learn to save their tokens and spend them on something worthwhile, but until then, we'll just sit back and watch them collect more squid hats than they know what to do with. Number 2, the gift goblins. These are the kids who constantly beg for gifts from other players. They'll follow you around and ask for everything from unicorn horns to shutter shades, and if you say no, they'll just keep asking. They'll even use their cutest voice and puppy dog eyes to try and guilt you into giving them stuff. It's like they're on a mission to single-handedly annoy the entire population of Rec Room. When it comes to the gift goblins, one word will suffice: no. Number 3, the I'm a VR God player. This player is convinced that they are a VR god and will not let you forget it. They always seem to have their hands in the perfect position, their aim is impeccable, and they move through the game with grace and ease. Meanwhile, you're over there stumbling around like a drunk giraffe, fumbling with your controllers and getting killed left and right. The VR god will constantly remind you of their superiority, making you feel like a mere mortal in their presence. But don't worry, if you're lucky, they may grace you with their presence long enough to carry you to victory, assuming you're on the same team. If not, good luck. You're gonna need it. Number 4, the room creator. The elusive room creators. They're like mad scientists, locked away in their lairs, tinkering with their inventions and creating things that we, mere mortals, could never dream of. You'll never catch them playing a regular game of laser tag or paintball. Nope, they're too busy building their own universe. And when you finally do see what they've made, your mind will be blown. Their weeks of isolation have procured a whole new world, complete with its own laws of physics and bizarre creatures you've never seen before. You'll never understand how they have the patience to spend hours tweaking every little detail. But you have to admit, the end result is pretty darn impressive. Number 5, the Leaderboard Lunatics. These people don't care about having fun or making friends. They're only interested in climbing to the top of the PvP leaderboard, and they'll do whatever it takes to get there. They'll spend hours grinding away at the same game, perfecting their strategy until they're unbeatable. They will consistently slay everyone else in the lobby, but they won't stick around to chat or congratulate their opponents. Nope, they're gone to the next one, because precious seconds matter in the day if you're a leaderboard fanatic trying to claw to the top. Winning is everything to these people, even if it means sacrificing their social life. Number 6, the Rec Room Romantics. For some players, Rec Room is more than just a game. It's a dating pool. These ones come in looking for love in all of the virtual places, hoping to find their perfect match. Couples in the game can easily be spotted since they usually dress alike, their profile pictures match, and they're never seen apart. It's all fun and games until you see their avatars canoodling in a public space. Take it to your dorm. We don't need to see that. Number 7, the social butterfly. This player is all about the social aspect of Rec Room. They'll spend hours chatting up strangers in the rec center, trying to make new friends, and dragging them to various events. They're the ones who always have a new group of people to play with and are constantly trying to recruit you to join in. You can't help but admire their outgoing personality, but sometimes you just want to play the game without dozens of friends and acquaintances around, because you're the opposite, a socially challenged moth. Number 8, the Toddler Tornado. These players may be cute, well, to some people, but they're also a force to be reckoned with. Armed with nothing but their unbridled energy and tendency to randomly scream into their microphones, the Toddler Tornadoes can wreak havoc in Rec Room simply by existing. They shouldn't be wearing a VR headset or be left unsupervised, but that doesn't stop them from being on a regular Rec Room account and trolling everyone with their immature antics. Number 9, the League players. The League legends. These players are like the ninja assassins of Rec Room. They move with lightning speed, make impossible shots, and seem to know every trick in the book. If you're unlucky enough to end up on the opposite team, you might as well just give up now and go home. Wait, you're in VR, so you're probably already home. Either way, the League legends take their game so seriously, and they're not here to mess around, so just accept your fate. It's losing, by the way. Number 10, the I don't need VR player. This person refuses to be held back by a lack of VR equipment. They'll play in screen mode with no shame, and will still manage to take you down in a game of paintball. They may not get the full immersive experience, but they make up for it with their determination and quick reflexes. Plus, they can easily multitask while playing, unlike VR players who are completely immersed. Just don't ask them to play 3D charades, unless you want to see some seriously awkward drawings. Number 11, the Token Hoarders. The Token Hoarder is constantly saving up their tokens for that one special item they just have to have. They won't spend a single token on anything else, even if it means missing out on other cool items in the weekly rotation. They'll beg their friends for gifts and play hundreds of games of dodgeball to save up. But once they finally get that coveted item, they'll strut around like they own the place, showing it off to anyone who'll look. Can't help but roll your eyes and wonder if it was really worth all the effort. Number 12, the voice changer. You're in a game of dodgeball and suddenly you hear a voice that sounds like a chipmunk on helium. You look around and you realize it's your friend, the voice changer. They refuse to accept their real voice and are constantly sliding the bar in settings to either sound animated or like the next Barry White. It's always comical for about 25 seconds before you wish they'd just shut the damn thing off and speak normally again. Number 13, the PvP screamers. These players are the epitome of poor sportsmanship. When they get a kill, they don't just celebrate, they scream like they just won the lottery. They'll shout things like, "In your face," or "Boom, headshot," like they're auditioning for a role in an action movie. It's enough to make your ears bleed. PvP screamers, please just take a chill pill and remember, it's just a game. Number 14, the mute. This is the player who enters a game with their mic off and proceeds to type everything they want to say in the chat. You know they can talk, but they refuse to. Maybe they're shy, maybe they're afraid of their own voice, or maybe they just like making everyone else work for it. Whatever the reason, it's annoying to have to wait 30 seconds just to see only half of what they typed because they're standing too close to a wall. Number 15, the chameleon. Have you ever seen your friend come back into your dorm room looking like a completely different person before they apologize and quickly change back to their normal outfit? It's not because they got a makeover. It's because they love to switch up their appearance to troll unsuspecting people in the rec center. From dressing up as a girl to using the voice changer to sound like a different person, these chameleons love to have fun and mess with others. Number 16, the cliques. You know those groups of players who seem to have their own little world in Rec Room? They're like a secret club that no one else can join. They huddle together in a tight circle in the rec center, gossiping and laughing, completely oblivious to everyone else. If you try to approach them, they'll give you a look like you're from a different planet. But don't worry, it's not you, it's them. They just take this whole social game thing a little too seriously. Number 17, the drill sergeant. These are the players who take military roleplay maps way too critically. They'll shout orders at everyone and anyone, even if they're not part of their squad. They'll bark commands like, "Move out, maggots," and "Drop and give me 20, soldier," and expect everyone to follow. They'll even get angry if you don't salute them properly. It's like they think they're auditioning for a role in a war movie or something. Trying to hang out with the military militants is very tough, because it's hard to stifle your laughter for the entire duration of them speaking. Number 18, the glitch guru. Why is guru hard to say? This is the player who knows all the secret spots, all the shortcuts, and all the ways to cheat the system. They'll take advantage of every glitch, bug, or exploit they can find just to get ahead and brag about the glitches to their friends. You're fighting goblins and golden trophy, they're hiding in the wall. You're hanging in the rec center, you blink and they're standing on the sign in the middle. These people love to find any way to break the game, and they get really sulky when an update or a patch takes away one of their favorite hacks. Number 19, people who only hang out in the rec center. It's like they've built a nest in the rec center and refuse to leave. They throw the disc golf bin, gatekeep the spawn-in spots, and act like they own the place. Meanwhile, the rest of us are out there exploring the vast virtual world of Rec Room. Maybe they're waiting for something exciting to happen, or maybe they just really like the ambience of the place. Either way, the rec center just isn't that exciting, so these ones baffle me. Number 20, the toxic one. Beware the incoming storm, because this player's toxic words will hit you like a bolt of lightning. The toxicity is a force to be reckoned with, because nothing you say to try and stop them seems to work. They're not interested in playing the game or being a team player. They're only interested in tearing everyone else down. Their insults may be creative, but their impact on the community is anything but. If you encounter a toxic brat in the game, please do us all a favor and hit the report button. Number 21, Quest Outfit Flexers. These diehard Quest fanatics have put in the work to earn every single outfit from every rank, and they won't let anyone forget it. If you play Golden Trophy, they change into their pristine S rank drip. If you're an Isle, you can bet they have the whole ensemble ready to go, from eye patch to pirate accent. It's tough to not feel inferior around the outfit flexers, but the good news is you're probably going to win the game if they're around, so they're a good friend to keep close. Number 22, Event Hosters. The event pusher. These players are always inviting you to their totally awesome events that end up being about as exciting as watching paint dry. They may not have a clue how to actually plan a fun event, but that won't stop them from flooding your notifications with invites. You politely declined, but they keep pushing, convinced that this is the one event that will change your mind. They may not have the best ideas, but they sure have perseverance. Well, those are all the Rec Room stereotypes I have today. If I missed one, let me know in the comments, and if you want to watch more stereotypes videos, I put one up on the screen here that you're gonna love.